Hi, I want to show you some resources I've put together for the winter screener window for AimswebPlus benchmark screening. We learned a lot in the fall, and I'm expecting that winter is going to go much smoother, both technically and with the instructions that we have for you. So when you come to the tech newsletter in AimswebPlus, you're going to click on the button, and I have a Google Doc that's linked in the tabs, and that's really what I want to show you today. So I'm going to click to open the doc. Now, a new feature of Google Docs, if you haven't seen it before, is that there are tabs. Each of those buttons just goes to a different tab. It's the same doc. But let me show you what's here. So what we learned from the training on the buyback day was that there are administration guides for each test. So what I've done, the large PDF is right here. They're linked at the bottom. And for upper grades, for 2nd through 8th grade, they're different. They have reading and math here. And then there are also fidelity checklists. Those are like 60-page documents in some cases. So what I did, let me come to 1st grade. For each test, let's look at oral reading fluency. And the oral reading fluency, although that's available kinder through 8th grade, the kinder first administration guide is different than the 2nd through 8th. So you're going to go to your grade, and when you open up, you'll see it has the administration guide, the materials you need, what you need to know, what to do during testing. It has a script of what you should say. On the oral reading fluency, this is showing on the screen also, how to track your miscues, what to say for the next one. It gives a guide for exactly what those miscues are, but please don't worry too much about, was that a substitution or an omission? I'm not sure. Just mark the error for now, and you'll get better at the miscues. The most important thing, though, is marking the error for oral reading fluency. Anyways, it gives some instructions so that you can be really familiar with how to administer the assessment. Now, this is similar to CASP testing, where we want to make sure that assessment administration is really consistent between classes so that every student has the same experience and our test data is consistent so that a school can compare, the MTSS team can compare all the students in the grade level. So we want to aim for consistent administration, and one of the ways that helps with that is this last page in every packet, and that's a fidelity checklist. Now, these are developed by AimsWeb so that if someone were to come by and audit the testing, these are the things they would look for. Did these things happen? Did they have the correct form? Was the test page in front of the student, etc.? So kind of read through this checklist and know that this is what it should look like when you're testing. All right, so for let me come back here, for each grade level, you can click and go to the tab. Now I want to highlight one more thing. You'll see every test has the administration guide. For 3rd grade and up, or 2nd grade and up actually, the math tests that are taken on the app or on the Chromebook, there are specific instructions for that. So you want to click to open those instructions. I've also, for every grade level, included for dual language classes. Now, this is straight from the assessment calendar. This information is no different than what you'll find on the assessment calendar. I just put it here also. So if you're a dual language class, the 50-50 classes, it tells what you're going to do. For our classes that are 90-10, 80-20, 70-30, 60-40, you're going to do everything in Spanish. And you can do English if you'd like to, but remember, we get that composite score when all tests in the battery are completed. So we need to do all 3 of these in Spanish so that we get that composite score. Okay? The other thing, for 2nd grade, your instructions to get the username and password are right here. For 3rd grade and up, they need to sign out of the Chromebook and use the secure browser. It turned out in the fall, some of the issues we were having were because of using the website, which I didn't realize that there was a difference in what would be more stable. But I'm now hearing that that app, when we're signed out, is going to be the most stable way to go. So I have instructions for that. All right. So let me come to 4th through 8th. You've got your print administration guide that you can print for each test so you can really review it. You've got your spoken instructions in English if you're a dual class, the same instructions in Spanish here, and then your instructions that can show students, they're right here, let me show you. Oops, this one, how to sign into the TestNav app. Okay, so if you wanted to print these so you could put them up and show students what to do, you've got that. This document I just showed, this is for second grade teachers only who need to print the username and password. That's just for the iPad app. So only second grade need to print the username and password. And it's the same as the fall. So if your class is exactly the same and you have them from the fall, same information. All right. So my purpose in this video is just to make sure you know this doc will be posted, I'm sure, in Google Classrooms, but it's accessible in the tech newsletter. And every grade group has your administration guide and some more information if there are more links. If you really want the full document and you want to read through everything, I've linked them here. And if for some reason you need the stimulus resources, hang on, there we go. There's your Google folder of all those books and resources that you got in the fall at the training. All right, thanks. And please let me know if you have any questions. If you have any technical issues once the benchmark window opens in January, please submit a tech support ticket as soon as possible because our technicians will be having an eye out for that to make sure we can complete everyone having a composite score in AimsWeb screeners. Thanks.